We live in the age of going viral, a time when you can make hundreds of thousands while sitting in your house doing menial tasks or dancing on TikTok once in a while. But it's not that easy. Influencers who mean business are applying several strategies to build their brands, and today we meet one of them.
My name is KIMANZI. What do? I do several things. I'm a copywriter, and let me just start. I work in advertising, so the whole spectrum. I'm a copywriter by profession. A digital strategist. I'm looking at it from that end first. Consultant, marketing guru, and social media influencer and a content creator.
KIMANZI's content creation's career did not start yesterday, and he is one of the pioneers of social media marketing today.
Well, I started a while back. Initially, like early 2012, 2013, 14, we were just doing comedy vines initially. Then after some time, we just now start doing things from different platforms. Because back then IG was just growing in Kenya, so it wasn't really very big. And back then you'd get even 100 views and you're very happy that you have 100 people who watched your stuff, or even 50. But then it wasn't as big as it is today. And now over time, you're able to branch now also into Twitter to see what it's all about. But back then when we were entering these platforms, it was for fun. Everything we were doing there was no expectation. You like making people happy, you like doing comedy skits, you do it just because it's what you feel like is inside you and you feel like you can explore this side of creativity you have.
After seeing value in what he was doing, clients realized KIMANZI will help them draw attention to their products.
Well, you don't realize until someone tells you about it. So just in the course of doing different things, tweeting, sharing, engaging with people, jokes, any different thing, any current affairs that were happening. Then the first time I remember, I think it's 2012 or 13, can't put a time frame. Some client, but now some agency, let me just put it as that, some agency contacted me and told me there's a campaign coming up and they'd like me to be part of it. And they just want me to talk about this product of theirs for the period of a month. Then you're like, just to do the same things I do, just of course with a hashtag, different things. You're like, well, cool. Then you're like, okay, you're offering me money to do something I don't need to get out of my comfort zone to keep doing. So I'm like, game on, let's do it. And that's how it just started out.
At this moment, brands are working with KIMANZI to push social media campaigns, but the time came when they wanted his face on a billboard.
The billboard was quite interesting. Like I say, I work as a copywriter and I've worked in the advertising industry in marketing for quite some time. So when I got a call about people who wanted me to do TVC and a billboard, at first I took it as work, the ones I usually do, because I do a lot of TV writing and all billboards, radios. I do a lot of writing for them. So when the first time they approached, I actually thought it's to do write for them. So all the questions I was inquiring about is the basics, what's the campaign goal, what do you want, who's the target audience, how do you want us to go about it? Then they're like, no. That we actually have a script, but what we want is for you to be the talent for the product we want. So at that point I was like, oh, this is unique. So I had to put on my other talent hat and let go of copywriting and all these things. So now I featured as a talent. I've mostly done behind the scenes for these things. So it was a new product. However, it was already in existence. They just wanted more reach, and they wanted to use an existing influencer in the market to help them do the push it.
Social media influencing is a business like any other, and it has its own sets of challenges.
On this side of social media influencing and content creation, challenges. Well, There are many. Well, it took a while before people were convinced this is a way that you can actually advertise products using real humans, talking and organic, and being authentic. So getting to where we are, it's taken some time. And trying to convince people that you need a budget for this. One, of course, because for a long time, we live in a country where entertainment has been sidelined. So by the time someone is able to convince you that people are already used to the above the line forms of entertainment, music, acting. So when you're telling them there's something besides what you know, and it has an audience for it, it took a lot of learning and unlearning from different people, because the people sitting on the client side, majority are either of an older generation, the people who sign the checks. So even for the people in the agencies, they need to convince their bosses, their managers to sign off on these things. So it took a lot of time, and you also, since it's a market that has no school, you just have to prove yourself in the world out there. So you're able now to explore, like getting spaces, telling people location-wise, getting mostly, for a bigger part, of course, budgets have been an issue, because it takes a lot of convincing from everyone, and also in the long run you also get tired doing it, and by the time you get your money's worth, you feel like, I don't want to be in this space, because it's not as easy as anyone would think. And of course, timelines, some things may take a long time. And then living in Africa, you see, we don't have access to many things as easily. Like even, let's say, photographers, movie stars, all people face challenges even from our own government, like shooting in the city. You go, remove your camera, the next thing you're arrested. So we are facing a lot of challenges from the government, from brands, and even our own audience before they got hooked to it to decide, oh, these are actually people who are actually doing something I'd actually buy into. It was over time.
No matter the challenges you face in any business, there are moments you say, now I can have champagne.
I don't think I'm there yet. I still feel like it's a learning curve. Of course, we are all about celebrating small wins, big wins, but I don't want to be comfortable. I don't want to feel like nimefika, because it's still we are climbing a ladder. So I take whatever work I've done for whatever brand. Once that is done, what next? How can I now better what I did from last time? And you're constantly learning new ways to do the same things, because you see that it's about marketing different products, same products over time. Because if you have a 6 months campaign with a brand, you have to find a way to make your content from month 1 and month 6 still fresh over the same brand. So through that, you're constantly doing a lot of research, doing a lot of other than research, you're also learning on the go, looking at what other people are doing, how can I carve and how can I make these things interesting. So I don't think I can say I've ever sat down and said, let me toast that yet. So because we're still it's still a market that is very murky, so we're still working to improve it from all avenues for ourselves and for everyone in the market, and also so many other people who want to get into it.
Social media marketing is a competitive business, but there are people who are minting millions and millions from it.
I'll speak from what has worked for me. Just whatever you feel you actually want to do, and whatever you feel you're capable of, stick to it and be consistent. It's not easy. There are very many times you'll want to give up because you feel like either you don't have an audience or you don't get clients. But the more you try, just keep doing whatever you're doing. Show consistency, and also quality is a good thing to have on your side. The quantity will come later. Quantity in the sense of numbers, in the sense of money, whatever way you want it to go. But it's important to first stay true to yourself so that you're able to build on your own foundation. And as you grow, just look into the market, see what are people doing, learn from other people, keep improving your own craft, And then I feel a lot of people limit themselves because of the gadgets they have. Nowadays, we're even lucky enough that even a simple smartphone can do recording and edit, and you're able to post. Because, like I remember when I started, I used to even borrow a phone to use a friend's phone to shoot. I didn't let lack of a phone limit me, but I was able to find someone with a phone that I could use to record. Now I'd need to find him when he's free. I record, I shoot, I edit, and I post, then I'm done. Yeah, so gadgets, of course, don't limit yourself because you think everyone is using a camera, a big production. Even you've seen so many people with phones are able to do a lot. So again, also don't limit yourself regardless in whatever capacity.